Hey, enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode
The
645.
sexiest podcast on the network. I'm just gonna go out right now and say, Brian, for some reason on our YouTube thing, I've had to do some on the fly editing. Your picture's very
All right.
tiny, so I'm expected to fill up the whole screen at any moment.
Hope so.
But I
I'll
have
take
to have my Brian on the screen, so I have to do this.
Well, if not, you just superimpose you get like one of those head cutouts that people take to like sporting events of me, and you just kind of wave it around or whatever.
Whatever happened to Fatheads?
I don't know. That's a great
They were
question.
all the rage, and then they're just gone.
Nobody gave a shit
gave
anymore.
shit.
Yeah. Because I remember when we were younger, I was like, man, that'd be cool to have, instead of just a poster, you could have like a life-size cutout of Barry Sanders or whatever, And yeah, you're right. And then they did like, just heads of the guys and stuff like that, I think. And they did a bunch of stuff. And I don't know, let's have a quick look and see if they're still around.
If not, Brian, we're making a documentary. The history, the rise and fall of Fatheads.
Yeah. It looks like they're still around.
Oh, really? Damn it. Are they alive and well?
Yeah, they are alive and well.
Damn it. There goes my idea for a documentary.
And they have an amazing sale. Buy 5, save 15%. I'm sure that's cheap. Because, the packages of decals are only... Oh, actually, they have cheaper ones. Okay. Never mind. Because they've got ones from the Disney movie Wish that are like $29. Oh, it says from $29.99.
Oh,
I thought it was like the whole package. Yeah, they have like a Paw Patrol one that's $125. Yeah. I think that was my biggest issue always was, the stuff was kind of cool, but the price was so crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, yeah, I'll have a link in the show notes in case somebody doesn't know what we're talking about, because they used to be like every time you any sporting event, you'd see like 9,000 commercials for Fathead.
For sure.
Now, I couldn't tell you the last time I even saw a commercial.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you couldn't get away from it.
Yeah, and it literally just poof.
Well,
it's weird
if you didn't watch sports, you got away from it at the time.
Fair enough, because it was mostly on sports, which makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Shooting for your target.
Yeah, of course.
Although they do have, like I said, they have Disney and other things now too. But it started I believe it was just sports originally.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, or like custom. We're gonna make a fat
stuff.
head of you. Hence the company name. He said the title.
Normal size. Yeah. Yeah, that was the weird part for me. I just held the thing up and I'm like, this is just normal size.
Exactly. This is a 1-to-1.
Yeah. Like, you don't understand. I have a giant head. Can you somehow make a fat head of me, proportionally, so it makes me look like a bobblehead if I hold it in front of me?
Brian, here's your business. You open up giant heads. A direct competitor of Fatheads.
Yeah.
And you make even bigger ones.
Yes. I like it. That would be really funny. It's like, have you ever wanted your face to take up a whole wall?
Some measly fathead can't get that done, but here at Giant Head.
Yep. Oh, man.
Oh, he opens up the windows and an eyeball.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Not a real one. Ah! No.
You're putting it on the side of your house so your neighbor has to stare at your head all the time.
It was just a sign in the yard, always watching.
Yep.
I would love this.
Oh, my God. This is terrible.
Oh, man. It's not terrible. It's been my new kick lately right here. It's a cran cherry juice, but it's mixed with sparkling water, so it's like light and refreshing. Oh my God, dude!
I don't know about all this.
Plus the vodka's out in my garage, so I don't want to cross the Arctic and risk death trying to get there.
That's fair. You're drinking out of a Yeti cup. What are you doing? You're supposed to be on the trend and got your Stanley tumbler and all your accessories.
I was down with Stanley before it was cool. I've got some Stanley thermoses.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things of people on Twitter posting all sorts of things about Stanley. Like they're showing Stanley from The Office, like just taping a picture of him on a mug, and or like people literally showing like, oh, here's my Stanley, and it's one that was probably owned by their great grandfather.
For sure.
Like it looks like it's about 300 years old.
Like my Stanley was my dad's. So
exactly.
It's a hand-me-down Stanley.
Yeah.
Great name for a gay sex movie. Hand-me-down Stanley. Come on, let's do this, adult film world.
There's a guy that's a like online reseller that I follow on Instagram, and he posted a video the other day of he was in Target and there was one Stanley tumbler, and he picked it up and was just walking around the store, and he was acting like he was talking on his phone. And he was like, yeah, I found one of those Stanley things, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. I'll probably just set it down somewhere. And he just was meandering through the store. And he said these two women just kept following him throughout the store, basically hoping he would set it down.
A bunch of ghouls.
Yeah. And it was funny because I'm like, there's times where I've told my brother I want to do things like that, where I just want to do things and mess with people like that. Like you'll see somebody. We used to do that, or I used to do that, like years ago when like McFarlane's sports figures were all the rage, and I would pick something up, and it's like if I wasn't going to get it, and I'd just walk around Toys R Us with it, and you could just see people kind of trying to follow you without trying to follow you, like because they're wanting to see if you're going to set it down. People do it at Goodwill too.
That's insane to me.
Yeah. My brother grabbed a pair of shoes at Goodwill the other day, and he said there was a guy that followed him around, and then finally the guy was like, are you going to get those? And Daryl was like, yeah, that's why they're in my cart. And the guy goes, oh, and then he quit tailing him. He was following him just to see if he set him down somewhere.
Why would?
Because they were valuable
Well,
shoes.
no, I mean, I get that. It's like, who at a Goodwill's like picks up a thing, and maybe at the very end at the register, you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
But I don't see someone grabbing a pair of shoes and like, oh, I'm just going to go set this down in lamps.
Yeah. I'm sure people do, but yeah.
It just seems weird to me.
That's generally not the intent. Yeah, I know. It's weird how people will follow you around for something to see if you set it down.
People be strange, bro.
Moral
of the story.
You right.
Let me tell you. Change the lights down here to blue because it's fucking cold.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine it's pretty cold now.
Like I because I don't trust the electrical in this house because it's very wonky. Normally I'd put a little heater down here, but basically everything that I have plugged in is all pulling off of like a power strip.
Oh yeah. Well, and also, the old PSA for everybody, it's just, if you use those space heaters, plug them directly into the wall.
That's what I was going to say. I don't want to flip my breaker because all this stuff is probably tied to that one breaker that serves half my house. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I've seen a couple firefighters post, things about that. Like, those are not meant to be plugged into extension cords or power strips. You plug them directly into the wall.
For all that goodness you suck out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going to go and buy, I don't know if you've seen those terracotta pot candle heaters you can make. Like, it's like a survival heater if your power's out. It'll heat a whole room. I don't know. But I was just like, I can put candles in here and
just put a barrel down there.
Oh, you're right, dude. Homeless fire.
Yeah, just start a fire.
Obviously,
yeah,
that is the way.
No one's ever started a fire inside their house and had anything.
Dude, it's in a barrel. It's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what those barrels are built for. Barrel fires.
Yeah. You need some of those old school things that are those things they make where, like, they'll kind of explode if they get too hot, basically, and
Dynamite?
then it's like a foam. No. It's stuff that it'll put out a fire.
Oh, like it explodes in not a cool way.
Yeah, it explodes and just shoots foam all over the fire. That
sounds like it's not fun at all.
Pretty erotic, but yeah, like oh.
What was gore here?
I'm getting hot. Foam
everywhere. Rave foam party starts.
Yep.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
That's how they all start. Yeah. They shoot foam, put a fire out. Then it's.
Oh, I have to let you know. I've been stitching together our adventures as two sexy presidents
Yeah.
And I can't wait to put that on our Patreon.
Nice. Yep. Too hot, too praised.
Yeah, we were playing Saints Row, and they have like Point Break president masks in it.
Yeah.
And boy, we make some sexy presidents.
Yeah.
Running
around
amok.
as was it Reagan and Carter? I think
You
it was
betcha.
that we were using. Yeah.
I laughed my ass
cake.
off when I revisited the cake shot.
Yeah. Like when we come out of the mission and it just shows it from like a low shot panning up, and it's
Cake.
just ass for days.
Oh yeah, good shit.
Yep.
So yeah, I've been having fun putting that together using the editing program built into the PlayStation. We'll see how that works.
Oh,
It's been awkward. I'll admit it's been a little awkward, but
yeah.
At least I'm not down here in the freezer. I'm sitting comfortably on my couch editing it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild watching the Chiefs game last week, where it was the wind chill was like -27 there. And like seeing videos that people were sending from Arrowhead, like the one was like somebody just gets a bottle of smart water out of a cooler there, and right after they take it out of the cooler, you can see it starting to freeze inside the bottle.
Oh my God.
Like watch a dude crack a beer and the foam froze. Like as it was coming out of the beer can, it was freezing. And I was like, yeah, why are you trying to drink a cold beer at a -27
Yeah, no shit.
Like,
well, Brian,
I feel like that's,
because that's a man's man.
I guess.
We've drank cold beer and not -27, but it was single digits up to our ankles in fucking snow.
Yeah. But man, I was like, whoo, buddy. That's a cold drink right there for sure. But I was just wondering more like, because at 4 degrees, we saw how those lines froze on those things, and there was like ice crystals in beers and stuff. But like, I can't even imagine. You imagine you like crack your beer open and it's like froze immediately. Like what, you're like, dude, I just spent like $20 on this can of beer.
Like, oh man,
I can't even drink. I gotta chew it.
This is too bad. I gotta take the top off and deep throat my beer. And he looks sexily at the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep throating a tall boy. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of have a similar experience because, I use this time of year front porch fridge, and it got fucking cold recently.
Yeah. Right.
I got back home from work. I'm coming up the little rampy ramp we got, and I have water bottles on the back on that stainless steel table. And I look at it, and they're just a pure ice. And I went, fuck. Go up front because there's Coke Zero up there and some sparkling water. Because I couldn't, believe it or not, segue, I'm at Meijer looking for club soda, like a 2-liter or a 1-liter.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it. I found tonic.
Did you look? Oh, so you did look over by the liquor.
I found tonic, did not find club soda. So I ended up finding 8 cans of unflavored sparkling water from like Polar or something.
Yeah.
Which arguably the cans are better because I'm not going to drink a whole 2-liter of club soda.
You might.
You're right. I might.
Yeah.
Anyhow, back to my original point here, which was, what the fuck was it? God damn it.
You're talking about frozen
Yes,
beers.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to sacrifice, I think 4 Coke Zeros because they either split altogether. Thank God they're in the box still. It contained the explosion. And then I had 3 of them that were like all grenaded out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I tried to drink one the other day. Once they thawed, so flat. Nope. The ones that didn't expand within the can were good. And then I lost a couple of my sparkling waters too. It was a fucking it was a bloodbath.
Yeah. Well, at least it stayed cold to where, like, by the time you got to them, it had like warmed up and there was
100%. It was just all ice in there because it was so cold.
That's best case scenario for that, I guess.
For sure.
But yeah. Well, yeah, they said on the news yesterday we had 80-some straight hours of below zero wind chill, which it gets cold here, but we don't usually have that level of cold.
No, that was insane.
Yeah.
Like
I was out last night. We went and got groceries, and it was like 20 when I got home to bring them in, and Jesus, just after a few minutes of bringing groceries in, I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, then that was 20. You know? I stayed in while it was stupid cold. We didn't go anywhere because stupid cold.
Yeah, that's what we did too. Unless we had to, like groceries or work.
Yeah,
God, work was brutal.
Yeah.
My boss's office is on a corner and his windows suck. So when it gets cold, his office gets fucking freezing. And that Monday that was like really cold, he called off. So I just shut that door and I like turned into a little hobbit in there. It got so hot in my eye. Oh God, it feels so good.
I was gonna say, did you start a fire?
I wanted to. I wanted to originally.
Yeah, just bring a barrel in there.
Burn the whole building.
No big deal. Yeah. Well, it won't be cold then.
That's true.
I mean, standing outside while you watch them hose down the building will be cold, but
dude,
it
you
won't
think I'm hanging out? I'm going home.
Yeah.
What am I, 7? I don't need to see the firefighters.
You're not gonna stand outside with a blanket wrapped around.
No, this isn't summertime. They're not gonna be out there shirtless. Come on.
What if they have hot cocoa?
Well, maybe then.
All right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I could only assume they serve it out of mugs that look like fireman helmets. Like you hold the flap and you drink from the,
Yeah, I would think so. And then you get to take those
probably
home.
Yeah. Put it on your little cat's head for a fun TikTok.
Yeah. Right. Just like the baseball helmet ice cream sundaes.
Yeah, but firefighter themed and hot cocoa.
Right.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Sounds amazing, really.
Yeah. What? No marshmallows?
This is insane.
Like, sir, it's really just there to warm you up. We're not trying to. Well, still though.
So it's grand and great. I have tomorrow off.
Yeah. Really? How's that?
Well, it's not for a great reason. Leah's getting her gallbladder taken out.
Oh yeah, that's not a great reason at all.
It's good for Leah in the long run, but
yeah.
Well, that's all right. Good times.
Except for the fun part.
Yeah.
Like you said, though, hopefully it'll, means to an end.
Exactly. I mean, originally it was going to really suck, at least for me, I'm being selfish here, I guess, originally the surgery was scheduled for like 7 something. So Leah had to be there at 5:30 in the morning. So I'm like, fuck, what time do I got to wake up to get there? And then I got a text
5:25.
Yeah. Yes. Then I got a text yesterday that they pushed it back to like noon.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to set an alarm, dude. It feels amazing.
Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah.
I can't wait to sleep.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be like, yeah, that's what you think.
I know. You're probably right. I'm not gonna lie.
4:30 rolls around, fresh as a daisy.
Dude, I wake up like every night for no reason, so might as well keep the trend going.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Why not, man?
For sure.
For sure. We need to do some sort of Sunday.
What's that?
All right. So last Sunday, Michael and I had a few beers with the Ernest Brewworks, which they closed early because they were doing like a company party. So we ended up going to Casual Pint and then going home. But I wish we could have stayed at Ernest if it wasn't for their damn company party. Because on Sunday, I hope they do this forever. It's called Sunday Fun Day.
Oh, boy. All right.
And one, you can get $5 one-topping Vito's pizzas. That's a step up because Vito's is right there, right around the corner.
Yeah, right.
And then they have any 12-ounce can in the cooler, $1.50.
Really?
What?
Oh boy,
dude! I had 2 beers at Ernest, and my bill was $3 and change. I ended up tipping the guy like $3. I'm like,
right.
How outrageous is that, dude?
I
feel happy if I find $1.50 PBRs.
Yeah, seriously, that's what I was thinking too when you said that, because I'm like, I'd be happy if they were $1.50 PBRs.
They're $1.50 Ernest craft beers.
Right, because we for sure done that over at Stubborn Brother, where they've got the old slice in a 12-ounce of PBR for like, what was it, $4 or
for
whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like, hell yeah, bring those all night.
Exactly. Give me a PBR and a pizza. I'm a happy boy.
Yeah. Well, you've seen it where I'll like over-order on the pizza, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just take the pizza home. You know, like
right?
I don't care.
Not me. Not me. I go down with the fight. If I order a slice, I'm eating it. And then I'm regretting life.
Yep.
As is tradition.
See, your mistake there is you wait till after you eat the pizza to regret life. I just live that way. So, pizza head's like, whatever.
That's hilarious.
That regret's going to be there either way. So I might as well just, save it. It was funny, though. I ordered last week. Sucks. I think our mailbox got broken into. We have like the community mailbox things. Yeah. Went to get the mail, and the box was wide open.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There was nothing in it. And I'm like, on the upside, it was in between when we get bills, basically. And there was, I had ordered my mom some soap from Amazon that got delivered. And that's, so they got that. So I hope they enjoy the soap. But
I bet you they saw an Amazon guy shoving something in there.
Could be, yeah, right. So, we reported it to, called the park and told them, and the guy was like, yeah, apparently over in Inverness 1, there actually was 4 or 5 over there that were popped. So, he's like, report it to the post office police, and I'm like, the what?
Wait, this is a movie idea.
The post office police, yeah.
Buddy cop film.
They do have they're not really police, I think, but they investigate mail theft and all that kind of stuff. So there is actually a thing you can report it to, which I didn't even know existed, honestly. Because I went up to the post office, and basically the guy there was like, I can't really do anything for you, because he's like, we don't open the individual ones. He's like, we have a key that opens the whole thing that gives us access to all the slots, and then we put the mail in there and then close it and lock it. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. I know I locked it last time because I remember my key stuck a little bit, and I kind of, how you have to kind of jerk the key out of there. And had it not been locked, the whole box would have opened right back up.
Oh, because you put the key in and then pull it, and that's what opens it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no way you could leave it unlocked and, pull the key like I did and not have it come right back out. So, and he kind of was like, and then the guy from the park was like, well, he's like, they can do stuff, or he's like, he should have given you the number or told you to, report it to this other. So I was like, okay. So, we do that. We're already in kind of a mood. And my mom's like, well, let's just get some, because on the way back, there's that Chinese place up here. So it's like, let's grab some Chinese food, because neither of us were, really felt like cooking. So I'm like, cool, we do that. Get home, smash that. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, Pizza Hut has buy one, get one free pizza today. So I immediately ordered right after we got done eating Chinese, I got pizza on the way. And it shows up, and I had already eaten a lot of Chinese food, but I'm just like, man, it smells so good.
I better hit this fucking pizza.
So I smashed 2 pieces of pizza, and I'm like, what am I doing?
I'm an animal.
One would have been plenty. I'm just starting to be, this is just insane. So I was like I gotta leave the room or something here. This room ain't big enough for both of us, you know? So it was funny though, because the last time I had pizza, it's when you and I got the old, what was it, the Big New Yorker, when they brought that back.
Fucking New Yorker.
That's the last time I had pizza. It's been a while now, and I was like, it tasted good for a change of pace kind of situation. And the kid who brought it up was funny and everything. So, because a lot of times GPS tells people that our house is at the other end of the street, where I used to live. And I think it's finally not doing that anymore. But I forgot to turn the porch light on, so he couldn't see.
I forgot to tell you, I called Google to let him know to fix that for you. You're welcome.
Thank you, John Google.
Yes, yeah.
Your best friend.
Yeah, exactly. We're pen pals, actually.
Yeah.
I wrote it in my last letter. I included that.
Right. I hope this letter finds you well. P.S. Could you fix a problem for my other
pal? Dude, a salad.
6 months later, you get a letter via Raven.
Of course, as is tradition.
This must be from John Google. I just also think it's funny, the guy who's responsible for we're pretending is responsible for Google sends things via Raven rather than email.
Oh, it's great for his character because he's become so teched out. He's become low tech.
Oh,
but he's got the money to do that.
That's his next venture. Actually, is figuring out a way to low tech people.
Yes.
You know,
I'm not gonna lie. I could be down for some low tech.
I was just thinking that because I'm like, you think about like energy drinks, how that market exploded. Then there was that whole line of drinks and stuff that came out to like calm you down and all this other. And it's like, you don't need these if you don't use the other products. Like, you created your own problem. That's brilliant.
New from Monster, landing gear. Do you feel like you gotta come down? Is your heart gonna fucking explode?
Yeah. Have you drank 95 Monsters today?
Uh-oh, you fucked up. Better buy some landing gear.
Yep. After 6 of these, you'll feel just fine.
Yeah, but then you're going to feel the urge when you got to crack an old Monster.
Yeah. What a roller coaster.
Congratulations, addict.
You're right, though.
You're on the path of destruction.
You know, I think there's actually, like, there's apps out there and stuff to help people basically break their addiction to apps, you know, because it'll lock certain elements of your phone out. Basically, I think you like approve certain apps and then you can't get into them for like a certain amount of time or something. And there's all these things that are out there to try to help people with
this
and
app
so they
is
basically
the nicotine gum of apps. Oh
exactly,
my god.
Yeah, it's a tech way of low teching you, basically. So.
I was just talking about like a stream that runs a series of buckets that like spins my